Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yeah, I love Mondays. I know I've said it before. I'm going to keep saying it. I actually love Mondays. I was actually born on a Monday morning, 8 a.m. to be exact. I was born on a Monday. And I like Mondays because it's another opportunity to start over, especially if you didn't meet last week's goals or if you slacked a little bit. Monday, you could start over. Or if you met last week's goals, Monday is an opportunity to take it even higher. So that's how I think about Mondays. I mean, Mondays, along with, being prayed up and having a good cup of coffee, like that's my thing. I don't ask for much. All right. So if this is your first time on our channel, I am Jill Smith. I am one half of the Smith Serve. The Smith Serve is a nonprofit management and development organization that serves nonprofits. We also serve government entities and so on and so forth. But our primary client is nonprofit founders who have started nonprofits and operate nonprofits 5 years or less. So I spear this side of our empire. I guess that's what you call it. My husband and I are in this together, but I spearhead the Smith Serve, and my husband spearheads our nonprofit that we are building, a God ordained union. So so you'll see him taking charge over there. We both serve each other, which goes into this topic today that I'm going to talk about. So that's who we are and what this is. All right. So please subscribe. If you are seeing this on YouTube, please make sure that you go over to our Facebook channel, Founders of Nonprofits. I'll put the link below, Founders of Nonprofits, because that's where it goes down. There's a whole bunch of like-minded people, almost 10,000 people to be exact, of like-minded people who are starting nonprofits and going through the struggles and the challenges of trying to build nonprofits and having successes and challenges and failures along the way. And they're sharing them and they're asking questions. They, in addition to me over there dropping advice, there are also other consultants over there. There are attorneys who specializes in nonprofits over there, accountants who specializes in nonprofits over there, other nonprofit development professionals. And so, yeah, and there's a whole bunch of, oh my goodness, there's some beautiful programs that you all are doing. And so please make sure you join that group. If you are if you're watching this video in the group, in the Founders of Nonprofits Facebook group, make sure that you subscribe and come over here to YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications whenever videos are dropping. I'm going to try to get better at this. My husband and I, we on the God ordained union side, the nonprofit that we're building, we got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of videos. And so on this side, we're trying to get better at it. We're trying to get better at it and putting more videos out there because the feedback on this channel actually has been in existence longer. And the feedback on this channel has been awesome. And so I know that you all need these videos. So I'm making a conscious effort to put more videos out there for you all so that you, I mean, we giving this for like we're really on the mission trying to help nonprofits because the need is in the community. So make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, and hit us up if you need help. Speaking of that, if you need some help, click the link below. You can schedule a discovery session. I am not opening up, I've said this before, I cannot open up longer term sessions. I think like my 6-month sessions until the end of August, because that's when a few of my contractual obligations will be expiring. And those clients are going on an as needed basis. Like I've got to wean them off. Like, no. We've been working a long time. I know y'all like me to hold your hand, but we're then going to go on an as needed basis. And so that's when I can take on longer term clients, but you can still book us or book me for a 1-hour session with a discovery session. So the link is below. Also, I am happy to announce that we have entered a partnership with Instrumental. Instrumental. Now, I'm old school. Y'all know my story. I came from the federal government. That's how I started my nonprofit career, from the funders, from the federal grantors side of things, and so in addition to government grants and going to grants.gov, I used the foundation center. That was my thing. And I mean, I remember when I was in DC, that's my home, in the DMV area. But we on K Street. Well, I don't even know if they're still there. I know that things changed since the pandemic, but we would go to K Street. I would go to K Street, and that's where I would go to the foundation center and look in their database of all foundation grants and stuff. And so that's where, we did things a long way. And so, but now, things have been, changed, and there's so technology and social media has changed things. And so I was presented with an opportunity to explore Instrumental. Instrumental is an all-in-one grants platform. It's a grants management platform. I've perused it, taken a tour, and I am in love with this system. I'm in love with this system. And so you want to know the secret of how people are getting multiple grants. This is how they're doing it. This is how they're doing it. They have subscriptions to databases, grants databases, where they can, peruse grant funding opportunities, on a daily basis. That's what I suggested. In your first 3 hours of the day, that you need to be doing fundraising and looking for grants and hitting those buttons to apply for grants is what you should be doing. And so I like Instrumental. I had a tour of it. I've tried it, and it is a nice system. And so I always recommend that, especially in your startup, those who are starting up, you need to budget for some of the platforms you need, some of the systems that you need. And so you definitely need to put a good grants management database in your budget. And so it is vital. It is vital. And so I highly recommend Instrumental. Click below. You can try it for free for 14 days. Try it absolutely for free. And if you decide to get a subscription, you can get $50 off. My discount code, you can get $50 off your first month's membership. All right, $50 off. So click the link below, and go try Instrumental. It is a great system. And go see how, if those of you who have never tried to apply for a grant, you need to go in and see how this system works and see how the system operates, and so how grants databases operate. I'm gonna tell you, after you get into a database, you don't want to do things a long way, trying to Google grants or try to go. No. So try it. All right. So I'm excited about today's topic because I've tried to push this message so much over the years, and it's just, sometimes it just goes on deaf ears. And so or deaf ears, not deaf ears, deaf ears. And so I just want to reiterate that in this video. So the two people that are must-haves in your nonprofit, the two people that are must-haves in your nonprofit. So let me go over first, so that we don't have any type of conflict of interest, so we understand what we're doing here. So if you have a vision for a nonprofit, which is you're the founder. There's the founder who sits up here. Then there are two sides. So there's a founder, and then there are two sides. One side is the board. The other side is operations. So getting this frame right. One side is the board, one side is the board, one side is the operations. And so the founder is up here. So the founder can opt to either be on the operations side, or the founder can opt to be on the board side. So the founder can be a board officer or an operations executive. Or the founder can just say, I have this vision and I don't want to serve on either side. but the founder cannot serve on both sides. It's a conflict of interest. And I need to push that point over and over. And I probably need to say it in every video that I make from here on out. They cannot serve on both sides because it's a conflict of interest. Now, if the founder decides to serve on the operation side as an executive or whatever role he or she decides to play, that you decide to play, you're still a member of the board, but you're not in an officer's role. All right, if that makes sense. So there's the founder. You can be on the board side or the operation side, but you can't be on both as officers. So you're either going to be an operations executive or a board officer. But even if you are an operations executive, you are still a member of the board. You're just not an officer. So you're literally going to the board side for guidance and governance and expertise and help and all those good things. All right. So with that being said, the two people that are must-haves in your nonprofit, if you're going to be the founder and the visionary, that's one person. So you need a vision. You need a vision. The second person you need is a strategist. You need a strategist. And let me tell you something. You need a strategist on either side. So if you're going to be the founder and the visionary, and you're going to serve as the executive on the operations side, you need on the board side, you need somebody who's going to be a chair that's going to be a strategist, and you need somebody on the executive side with you as your deputy that is going to be a strategist. If you're the founder who's the visionary and you're operating on the board side as an officer, and you're say you're the chair, then you're going to need a vice chair as a strategist, and you're going to need an executive on the operations side as a strategist. And so I think that's what has been missing in a lot of nonprofits. First of all, it really is a control thing. When you have a vision, you really want that vision to go how you want it to go. But let me tell you something. The reality is that most visionaries aren't strategists. They try to be, but they can't get but so far, because what happens is, and they like to think that they're strategists, but really it's limited. You have this big vision. And so trying to put legs and operations to your vision, it's almost like running on a treadmill or running on a what do you call it? A hamster wheel. Because your vision keeps getting bigger. The more you keep putting legs to it, you're visionary. It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how a lot of nonprofits stall and stop, is because the visionary is so out there in the clouds, which is a beautiful thing. They don't have the capacity to stop and put legs to the vision and to make that vision roll. And so that's why it is a good thing, is that you find someone that you can partner with. First of all, the nonprofit, let me say it again, is not yours. A nonprofit, you do not own a nonprofit. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to secure someone that is going to be the strategist for your vision. And that is entering into a great partnership with someone and saying, listen, I have this big vision, but I don't know how to get it off the ground. I don't know how to move it forward. I don't know how to build capacity. I don't know how to do all these things. And so, so you definitely need a good partner to come in and put legs to it. So I have a couple of clients that is doing this so well. I have a client, I talk about them here a lot, Leaders Unity. They're in the DMV. When they came in as partners, and so they quickly knew their skill sets coming in. This is way back years ago. They quickly came in and they knew their skill sets. One served as the executive director. The other one serves as the director of programs. And so they have their own board, a separate board. They're founders, they're co-founders, and they serve on the operations side. They don't serve on the board side. They have their own board that they report to. And so they knew their skill sets, and so that's um, they opted to go in that direction. And so they opted to go on the operations side. And as I said, one is the executive director and one serves as the director of programs. And so it's a great dynamic because the executive director, which executive directors roles, their role is to do the external stuff, to go out and meet partners and join different organizations like your chamber and be the face of the organization, to go out and meet people and form relationships and partnerships. And the person that Danita, who's in the inside, she makes sure the operations is moving and the programs are being developed and policies and procedures, and she does all of the internal work. And so it's a great dynamic, so great that they hit the 7-figure mark. And so partnerships are vital. It's how God designed us. God designed us to be in partnership. That's what marriage is all about. I even think about my husband and I. He's a visionary. He is a visionary, and he's a great speaker. He's a visionary, and I come in and I put the strategy behind everything. And that's how that is a great dynamic between the two of us. But you cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. So you need to, if you have not done so already, find someone, a partner who you can partner with, and give them the space and the liberty to put legs to your vision and to strategize and put things and put plans on paper and to route this thing and to path out and pave the way for your vision. You can't do it alone, and we're not designed to do it alone. So I hope this helps. These are two vital people you need in your nonprofit: the visionary and the strategist. The visionary and the strategist. All right. I think that's it for me. I will come back with some more information for you because I got a video that I need to drop on you as well. All right. So you all be blessed. Have a blessed week. Let's make some goals and set some goals. Make one of your goals is to find a good partner. Find a good partner that is going to be a good strategist for you, to be your Robin to your Batman. All right. Find you a good strategist. All right. Be blessed.